Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. Louis, CEO of Clickfunded here today for a quick tutorial on TradeLocker just for you guys to understand how it works and how to use it properly. So as you're going to see, it's very easy to use. That's why we choose it with Hugo. So without further ado, let's dive into it. I'm going to show you every panel, every button. So basically, by default, you're going to have the same thing as I have right now on my screen. All right. So on the left, you can see all those buttons. You can basically zoom in, zoom out. Okay. Here you're on the trading screen. If you click here, you're going to be redirected on this screen, which is the screen for the trading bot. So not really interesting for us. Okay. Then here you have the market panel where you're going to find all the pairs and everything that you can trade on Clickfunded. I'm going to show you how to use it in a few minutes. Here you have the order panel, which is the panel that you're going to use to execute your trade. And here you have the trader panel where you're going to see all the data and the position that you're in or the pending orders that you just set on your chart. All right. So just below that you have if you need some help directly from TradeLocker, you can click on this button. Here is just to assure you that you have a stable connection, of course, and then you have the settings. So if you want to adjust something, if you want to change the language, you can just adjust it here. I'm going to remove trade on charts. Okay, that's just the arrow that are going to be displayed on the screen, which is too messy for me, so I prefer to remove them directly here in the settings. And if you want to change, if you want to go on another account that you have with us, you just have to click on this button and you can choose the account that you want to trade on. Okay, of course all the settings that you're going to set on one account will be available on other accounts too. You don't have to, redo it on every account. So I was on this account, I'm gonna stay on this one. All right. So now that you know what is going on here, you have this traders panel. As I said, you're going to be able to manage your position here with the position. Here you have pending order too that are going to be displayed here. You will see later. Here you have the closed position. So basically your history of closed position. Here you have your balance. Pretty much all the information related to your trading. Of course, you can find this information on your dashboard. So it's kind of the same thing that a dashboard, but less visual, if I could say. So of course here the balance of the account, etc. Here, as I said, you have basically your watch list here, so you can switch from one to other pair. Of course, you're going to find everything that is tradable on Clickfunded. I'll show you how to organize that in just one moment. And here you have your execution panel. Okay, every panel can be moved on your screen just by clicking on this button here. Okay, so just to organize quickly your watch list, because of course we all have favorite pairs or favorite indices, you have to go on the search and you just have to tap what you're looking for. Okay, here me personally, I like to trade indices, so I just have to research NAS, right click on it and add to favorite. Okay, let's say that I want to add to the SP, same thing, add to favorite. And I don't know, just for the example, you like to trade EU, so or USD. Here there is or USD, you just have to same add to favorite. And when you add to favorite, you just have to click on this little star here and you would have all your favorite here on your own watch list that you just create. Okay, if you want to add a new pair or anything else, you have to unclick this star to be able to research again and, you know, be able to add a new favorite here. So let's say I want to add cat CHF. Now I can, okay, by adding to favorite and clicking again here. If I want to remove from, I don't know, a pair from my favorite so let's say cat CHF, right click, remove from favorite. Simple as that, okay? So now I'm gonna go on the NQ chart. But before, as I said, you have your market panel here. So basically your execution panel here. So very important panel. I will explain you how to use it in a few minutes. I'm gonna go on the chart directly for now. So that's why we choose to use TradeLocker, because as you can see, you have the chart directly from TradingView. Everyone uses TradingView now, so I think you guys might know how to use it. You're gonna find everything that you're actually using right now on your own TradingView, so that's pretty cool. Here you have the chart by default. Of course, you can customize it as you want. I'm gonna hide the volume because I don't use them. Right click, you can change, of course, the background color. You can change the body, the wick, the border of every candle. You know, well, I'm not going to explain you how to use TradingView. You already know that. So if I want to add some time frame, I just have to, you know, add them on favorite, and they're going to be displayed here. Exactly the same for the tools like fib retracement, short, long position. Here we go. We have our toolbox here. So, you know, it's pretty easy. That's why I like TradeLocker, because you're going to be able to execute on the chart that you are actually doing your analysis. That's pretty awesome, I think. And, you know, it's a simple execution. So of course you can continue to use your own TradingView, but if you want to use your TradingView directly on TradeLocker, it's maybe going to be more easy for you, right? So now that you're all set, as you can see, I can be in full screen, sorry. I can be like that too. It's maybe more visual to be in full screen. So I'm going to show you how to execute trades, because that's the more important part, of course. So let's say that I want to trade NQ today. I want to execute my position on the 15-minute. I want to buy right now. Of course, it's just an example, but let's say that I want to buy right now. I want to market execute my position. I don't want a pending order. So basically I'm going to, of course, put the right lots for the trade in question. So let's say for this example that I want to trade one lot on the NQ. I want to market execute my position. I just have to be aware that here it's on market execution, not on pending, okay? So because if it's on pending, I would not be able to market execute, okay? So I have to be aware that it's here on market execution, okay? And then of course, if I press buy or press sell, you know what is going to happen. I'm going to be on sale, or I'm going to be on buy if I press buy. Okay, so let's say that I want to buy here. I want to cover this low with my stop loss. I just have to click here on stop loss, and I will be able to drag this blue line where I want to put my stop loss. So as I said, I want to cover this low. Here, I already can see the amount of my stop loss, which is pretty cool, okay? Cannot miss with that. You know how you're risking on the trade. So here, same thing for my TP. If I want to target this high, all right, I can just drag this blue line, and again, I can see here the amount of my TP. So maybe I'm going to go for 0.5 lot for this trade, okay? I just have to press buy and I'll be in the trade, okay? So as you can see now, I'm in the trade. Here I'm have the amount of my position running, okay? If I go here, I can see here in the trade panel that I'm in a buy on NQ. I can see here too the amount that I'm currently running. So yeah, that's basically it for a market order. Now, if I want to maybe move my stop loss, okay, if I want to move my stop loss, it's pretty simple. You just have to click here on the edit open position button, and you'll be able to, move this white line, whatever you want, and click confirm, and your stop loss would be updated. Same for TP. Again, I click here, I can move this white line and choose whatever I want to put my TP. Again, confirm, and then everything is updated. Okay, so now if I want to quit the position, if I want to close the position, I have two options. I have this button right here, close position, or I have also this button right here, close position. It would be the same effect on the position. So here I can click close the position, and now my position is closed. I can see that in closed position, my last position was on NQ, NAS 100, which is the trade that I just took with you guys. Okay, so now we are going to see how to use the pending order. So pending order, again, just be aware that you're on pending order right now, and you'll be able just to drag this blue line, whatever you want on the chart, to buy or sell stop, buy stop, whatever. Okay, so let's say that I want to buy over here in this IFVG on NQ. Okay, I just have to, add the lot that I want to trade. So for this example, again, 0.5 lot on NQ. I have to click here if I want to add stop loss. Okay, just below this low, again, TP above this high. Okay, and then I can click buy limit, and my limit would be displayed on the chart here. Of course, is if the price crossed this line, I would be activated on the market. Okay, if I want to put another example, let's say that I want to sell limit here, same thing. Okay, here it's going to be a sell limit. TradeLocker knows if you're above the price or below the price, of course, so he's going to propose you the right option, the option that is allowed in terms of if it's a sell limit or a sell stop. Of course, if I'm below the price, I can only buy limit or sell stop. If I'm above the price, actually I can only sell limit or buy stop. Okay, that's the logic. So let's say that I want to sell limit here. Again, I can sell limit, and I'm going to show you guys, if you forgot or you didn't have the time to put a stop loss, you can of course do it after you set your pending limit. You just have to click here again and click on stop loss here, and you'll be able to set a stop loss after you set the pending limit. Okay, so here above this high I can confirm, but before I'm going to add a TP2. So here is my TP, I can confirm, and now what is going on here? I can confirm, and now my stop loss and my TP are set. All right, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to show you guys again a market order, but without putting a stop loss or a TP before. So again, let's say that I didn't have the time to set my stop loss before entering in position. So let's say I'm buying here, I'm maybe in a rush, or I don't know, but I didn't have the time to set my stop loss. I just have to click on the position again, click on stop loss here, and now I will be able to put my stop loss whatever I want, while being in the position already. Okay, so I can confirm here, and then my stop loss is set. All right, again, if I want to move my stop loss while being in the position, I just have to click here on edit current position, and I'll be able to drag the line to move my stop loss. Okay, that's simple as that. Okay, so again, if you have any question, feel free to reach the support, or directly ask on the Discord. If I want to close the position again, I can close here, and that's it. You're out. Okay, well, I think I covered everything. Thanks for watching, and See you soon in the Clickfunded community. Bye bye.